They fell in love in a hopeless plane, and then the internet ruined it.
Okay, before we get into this next clip, I need you guys to head over to tyt.com/audio. It's our new audio network. You can check out all these amazing podcasts. Please go listen. I'll be doing it, so see you there.
Have you guys heard of the story #PlaneBay? Well, you probably should have, because it got 300,000 retweets the last time I checked it. We're gonna be talking about it, but first, let me describe to you exactly what happened as we throw up the elements. So there's a couple on a plane, and they're sitting they wanna sit next to one another. And here's what happened. So Rousey Blair and her boyfriend Houston Hardaway wanted to sit together on a flight from New York to Dallas. Asked Hardaway's assigned seatmate whether she would switch seats. They switched seats, and then they started to document the interaction between the new couple there. Helen went to her new seat 16C, just the row just in front of Blair and Hardaway. And that's not where the story ended. They documented every single thing that happened, and they even went to the bathroom together, which was a part of the story for some reason.
Look at that screenshot. You can just see how long the story is at the top. You can see each little dot indicates how long and how documented the saga of this couple together was.
This went on for 4 hours.
Right,
yeah.
like it's extensive. It wasn't just like 3-4 photos. I know that they're circulating kind of the same 3 to 4 photos that you're seeing, but it was like every detail. It was like if an arm moved, when the snack tray came, like all that stuff.
Yeah, and look, I get it. We get bored on flights, but this is a little exploitative, especially because, maybe new love is supposed to be a personal and beautiful moment and not commodified in this way. And obviously the other couple that was documenting it is reveling in the newfound fame.
Right.
This was documented on Good Morning America. It was on the Today Show. And the backlash or the aftermath has been not so great, especially for the female in this interaction, who we now know the name is Helen. So let's talk about it a little bit, because you guys followed this a little bit better than I did. I was busy moving.
So you didn't watch it go down live?
No, I did not.
My friend tagged me in it when it was first starting, and so I saw like the first 2 stories. I was like, oh, that's cute, because where I thought it had ended was like they're sitting next to each other and they're talking, and I'd heard that there was the previous joke of maybe you'll meet your husband or something through switching seats. Then I didn't realize until after that it had gone on so long, and then from Francesca Ramsey, I saw her tweeting about how invasive it had become. So that's like where I was reintroduced to it. What about you?
Yeah, this was a learning experience for me just as a viewer, because I thought this was adorable. They weren't showing any faces. It was more just like telling a story and the suspense of the story. And then I realized the picture of them walking to the bathroom, but what the implications of that and kind of how personal that is or could be, and then I didn't even think how people are going to be looking up these two. They're gonna figure it out.
Internet detectives.
Right, and I didn't even think about how that was absolutely going to happen. Just when I was thinking, oh, you can't see them, it's just really cute. And it makes you think.
Yeah,
there's some responsibility.
It was also egged on by the people who were documenting them.
Right.
Even though not like explicitly, but subliminally, there were tons of little like nudges and pokes to being like, you guys can find them. Like
it was explicitly egged on after the fact. She did a video because her Twitter page blew up. I think she has like 70,000 followers now, coming from like 600 or something like that. And there was a video, and that's when I realized, oh no, this is bad, where she is with her boyfriend, Rosie, and she was saying, the girl, the woman in the story, she's not really interested in, being in this, but you guys can find her because you're good detectives. And my mouth dropped, like, if she's not interested in this, stop talking about it.
But so I wonder, like, so many of us, we sort of watched this story before really gut checking that a boundary had been crossed. And I think that's really interesting, because we were so caught up in the moment, how viral it was, how it was so in real time. Kind of makes you think, oh, this is like what the internet's for. It's all very immediate. We're getting a love story. We're finding out how it ends at the end of this flight. That's as far as our attention spans are these days.
Yeah.
So how perfect. And then it was really only after we started checking the response, we were like, oh, this was not okay. And like what was wrong with us that we sort of suspended that and went along with it. And we were all complicit in sharing this and like tagging people and, oh my gosh, of you been watching this without realizing there is that dark side to the internet. And I think that so many of us only had the best and the purest of intentions. I never would have looked up who these people were, but other people did.
Well, and the backlash has been, like I said, not so great. Maybe a little great for Plain Boy, who is doing the rounds, but Plain Girl has been getting harassed, getting death threats. She had to delete her Instagram. So there has been a terrifying aspect of this.